I'm Love with the Eco Channel, and I am in Miami's cultural and creative hub, the Wynwood District. I'm in this beautiful, the infamous pink building located right off the highway that belongs to the Kobi Karp architectural and interior design firm. Sitting here with Kobi Karp, dubbed Miami's Magic Man, the Renaissance artist, the Green King, designer of the world, among many other accolades. Kobi Karp, thank you for sitting with us.
Thank you for having me. Very much appreciate it.
Let's get started. 1974?
Yes.
You leave the beautiful land of Israel.
Yes.
You end up in the four-season, I won't say small, but maybe it was small back in the day, but northern town of Minneapolis.
Yes.
A few years later, you end up at the University of Minnesota Institute of Technology.
I do. You've done some research. Yes.
How did young Kobi Karp paint the picture of how young Kobi Karp went from, I guess, just his small journey into sustainable design, and then how you landed here in Miami?
Well, number one, thank you for coming over and being here in our studio. It's very nice to have you. I grew up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where I studied Minnesota, where I studied environmental design and sustainability and resiliency, which was more about insulating yourself from the cold weather. How can you promote your well-being inside without having the outdoors come in? Whereby today, really what we are doing is the reverse. We're opening ourselves to be more of the outside and more connected to the outside, more so than ever before, from a sustainability and resiliency standpoint. And growing up in Minnesota, for me, it was very humbling, and it was a very good experience. Socially, it was a very good experience. Educationally, it was a very good experience to understand how the world comes together. I lived in Minneapolis, but I also worked in Alaska. I worked in other locations around the world. I studied monasteries and cloisters around the Alps. So that kind of a thought process helped me understand how people historically and currently live with the environment, of the environment, against the environment, in a holistic fashion. So coming to Florida in the late 80s, which was a little bit different than it is now, it was Miami Vice and Scarface days. Yet what we have is we have a continuous responsibility and opportunity as humans on this planet to make a smaller carbon footprint, to leave the area better than it was. Whether you're hiking in the Alps or the Canadian Rockies or the American Rockies or anywhere, you walk in a path and you leave the environment as it is, and you try to stay within that path and not disturb the rest of the environment around you. And that is a very important sort of analogy that I use as a designer, as an architect, because the smallest of a footprint that we can leave, the better off not only are we to the planet Earth, but we're also better for ourselves. As an architect, because I care about the environment, and many people do, but sometimes most people, even if they care, they can't do anything about it unless it's financially oriented. So what I do is I design and I create around the ability to promote the saving of money or the less spending of money on energy consumption on a daily basis. So for example, as we have been more advanced, even in this space, the light fixtures are very bright, yet they do not take up energy as much as historically fluorescent or incandescent light bulbs used to take when I was a younger individual. Today we have the technology that takes up less power for more energy efficient lighting. Same thing with solar. Solar panels, when I grew up as a young boy, it was bronze or brass pipes within 2 sheets of glass that heats up the water for us to have a hot shower at night. Here, today, solar panels consume and light directly from the sun, whether it's horizontally in the field or on top of a building, or even vertically. On the glass of the building, we can collect energy from the sun into low voltage wires in a very efficient manner and bring it into battery packs, which then allows us to store the power into electric motors that run our air conditioning, for example, because the mechanical systems of these buildings consume 30% of the money we spend. So owning an apartment or an office building or a hotel or a condo allows us to save money on a daily basis. We spend money on the mortgage, we spend money on the taxes, and we spend money on the electricity or the air conditioning of the space or the lighting of the space. Here, we have an opportunity to basically, in a very technologically advanced, take you off the grid. Domestic, international, we do it. We do it in United States of America. We promote it, and we promote it as a money maker, as a money saver. That allows us to create a better value in the building. So when the bank looks at it and say, oh, it's a more efficient building, they can give us a better loan. They can give us more money for the operation of the building. That helps us as architects, because selfishly, we like to design in a very cutting edge way. And that gives us an opportunity to make a better design, not only visually, not only physically, but also emotionally, sociologically, into your senses, to save money, to save energy, to make it a more holistic and wellness sort of a space. Technology is the advancement of really the opportunity to create a more energy efficient, more sustainable design, a more resilient design historically. And it humbles me and it makes me proud as an individual to happen to be living at this point in time.